Livia. Agora a Livia vai passar.
Filadélfia.
Vai entrar em Filadélfia. Se esse truck sair da frente, a gente conseguir. Pensilvânia. Welcomes you. Pronto, Livia, agora você tá na Pensilvânia. Mais um estado pra cortar da sua lista.
É verdade.
E ontem você esteve em Delaware. Mas que a gente chegou aí em Maryland? Não, né? Não, ainda não. Então você já tem New Jersey, New York, Delaware e Pensilvânia. O que é aquilo lá atrás de você? Livia, já aprontou, né? Hey, prisoner, come out. Aquecedor? Aquecedor? Pra cá, não pra celas, né? Você imagina o frio no inverno aqui, neva direto. Quadro na parede. Com ele ninguém brincava, né? O cara era um mafioso assassino mesmo.
Yeah, so this is cell block 3. This was the hospital block here at Eastern State. When they first constructed this penitentiary, it was intended for all the inmates to be in solitary confinement. So they actually were able to start taking in inmates before the building was finished, because under the separate system, inmates would never leave their own cells, so it didn't matter what was going on in the rest of the building. So they filled up cell block 1, they filled up cell block 2, then they ran into a problem because cell block 3 was not yet finished. And new inmates were still arriving to the site. There was nowhere else for them to go. Now, what remained unfinished on cell block 3 was that there were no locks on the doors. So they came up with kind of a weird solution to the problem. They decided to put inmates in the unlocked cells, but only inmates who were very sick. That way, if they did manage to get out of their cell, they probably wouldn't be able to get very far before somebody noticed. So this solves one problem, nobody is escaping, but it kind of creates another problem. So this is an area that has undergone a lot of deterioration over the years when the penitentiary was abandoned. I know today it gives off kind of an American Horror Story vibe. Yeah, you can see what's left of a tree that was doing its best to become an indoor tree. This was very common throughout the site, and it did a lot of damage to the structure. So a lot of the damage that you guys see going through was a result of kind of nature trying to come into the building. This really impressive medical fixture light wasn't there until the 1940s. That's because around 1910, electricity was still not as strong or reliable as you would want it to be for something as delicate as surgery. You would not want to take the risk of the lights cutting out in the middle of an operation. So common practice was to build operating rooms with these large skylights, and all of the operations would take place under natural lighting. Now the obvious drawback to that is you can't operate when it's raining. So as technology progressed, the skylights kind of fell out of fashion. They were replaced with these larger lights, and the skylights were covered up to prevent further damage to them. But once they got this light, they were able to pretty much handle any operation.
So when were the doors finally closed?
They were feeding, at the time it was approximately 1,500 inmates here, so they were feeding 2 shifts of 700. Yeah, so pretty tight space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really wasn't enough space, but they tried to accommodate them the best they could.
Uh-huh.
You can walk on either side is where the mess halls once were. Just kind of see what the area of the space.
Kitchen.
So
This would be like mini kitchens where they would
So here's where the dining,
in the back. Yeah, this is
the dining room right here.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Two? Oh, wow.
Well, for 750 people.
Still the benches there.
Yeah.
when it was in good condition,
Uh-huh.
functional. And on this side over here is what it would look like during the holidays. Try to keep the
Christmas.
holiday cheer going.
Wow.
And the food here is actually quite
Oh,
tasty.
that's awesome.
It's not better than I eat now.
Fried
Really?
scramble. Ketchup and syrup.
So every day, breakfast, lunch, and no.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
Dinner,
breakfast,
supper.
dinner, supper.
supper.
Fried fresh fish. Do you have any idea what size the staff was?
No, I'm not sure at what time. At
But
this
probably
particular
a lot
time.
of the inmates were working. Like
Working in the kitchen at this time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually overcrowding at this
Right,
point.
right.
Can I stick the camera inside? 'Cause I don't get to see anything, but later we'll see everything. So this is the bakery?
Yeah. So,
Olha só, com ferro em cima, eu não vi isso ainda. Ei, Livia, conta pro pessoal onde você tá.
Tô na prisão de onde vocês estão?
Prisão, acho o nome meio feio. Penitenciária.
Penitenciária, foi mal. Estou na
Isso.
penitenciária.
Eastern State.
Ah.
Penitenciária chama Eastern
Eastern State,
State. Isso, na Filadélfia.
em Filadélfia.
Onde o Al
It's
Capone
here.
fala sobre o Al Capone.
O Al Capone ficou aqui, menino. Você precisa ver o quarto dele.
Menino. Good. There's a big gap here.
So this is an area where it's good to be a little bit on the shorter side. So all of these pipes would have been down here even when this was being used for solitary confinement, because like I said, this was also the basement
Right.
for cell block 14. So these pipes would have supplied the running water and removed the sewage from the cells above us, but there was no running water or sanitary facilities for the cells down here. So originally they would have been almost completely empty on the inside and covered with a heavy iron door. So since there was no running water, inmates would be given a bucket that would serve as their toilet while they were down here. Other than that, many inmates say that their cell was completely empty. They had to sleep on the floor. There was no furniture, no pillows or blankets.
Really?
Other inmates say that they did have an iron cot to sleep on, but again, that that cot had no pillows, no blankets, and no mattress. So especially in the winter when temperatures down here averaged below freezing, this was a very uncomfortable place to be, and some inmates did allege that they were stripped before being thrown into the Klondike, which made matters even more uncomfortable.
Holy cow.
For inmates who are here in the summertime, they wouldn't be subjected to the freezing temperatures, which you guys can see it gets very muggy down here. It would be very damp. They would also have a lot of problems with rats, mice, roaches, and other vermin, especially sleeping on the bare floor.
Milhões não, mas exagera que a gente é mineiro, né?
Vou falar com meu pai diretamente.
Pode ir direto.
Pai, esse é a cela do Al Capone, vem cá. Olha que luxo a cela. Ele foi um mafioso italiano e na época da proibição do álcool, ele traficava álcool. O cara é essa é a cela mais luxuosa daqui. Esse é o Al Capone.
Al Capone, mais conhecido como Scarface.
Mais conhecido como Scarface.
Scarface
Okay.
é uma... Scar é...
Cicatriz.
Cicatriz.
Yeah.
Cicatriz no rosto, numa briga num bar.
Entendeu? Aqui.
Tem um filme. Fala com ele que tem um filme,
Tem um filme
chamado Scarface.
chamado Scarface.
Com Al Pacino.
Assista. Com Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, ok? Assista.
Seen that movie? Outside the Wall, 1950 shot here?
That's the movie they made? No. We have to watch.
During the 20th century, breakouts became more
Os banquinhos de madeira.
with new construction creating new hiding places.
Foi um.
The most infamous was an elaborate tunnel escape in April of 1945. This breakout is often credited.
Que
is there-
aqui é o
Rock.
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 No Brasil é Rock Balboa.
É Rock Balboa. Aqui se chama The Rock.
The Rock. Ok, começa de novo. Aqui se chama The Rock.
The Rock.
Rocky.
Rocky. Yes.
Mas no Brasil eles conhecem como Rock.
Rock Balboa.
Isso,
Ok.
vai, começa de novo.
Oi, pai. Isso aí é o que é mesmo?
É a estátua do
Toca.
Sylvester Stallone
Ok.
como Rocky Balboa no filme Rocky.
Ah, pai. Esse é o... como que chama?
I'm not gonna edit at all.
A estátua, lembrei. Essa é a estátua do Rock Balboa, do Sylvester Stallone, que fez o filme Rock. No Brasil é Rock.
Aí tem uma fila pra tirar foto com
Que eu
ela,
não
mas a
vou
Livia não vai
entrar
ficar.
na fila. Não.
Aí explica que
Me
no
recuso,
filme,
me
lembra no
recuso.
filme ele sobe a escadaria
no
correndo?
filme, olha lá. A galera subindo correndo.
Aí a
eu
gente
vou
vai,
fazer isso.
eu e a Livia, a gente vai subir correndo a escada agora. Como o Sylvester Stallone fez no filme.
O que é aquilo ali?
Aqui, ó. Isso aqui?
É.
Pra dar a volta turística e mostrar a cidade. Aí aqui também é o Museu de Arte de Filadélfia.
Que eu não vou.
Preparada ali? Segura, dá pra Rachel segurar a bolsa.
Pam, pam. Cadê a trilha?
Bora! Quase lá, agora dá o pulinho.
Era só até aqui?
Só até aqui.
Ah. Eu pensei que fosse mais escadas. Não é tanto assim, não.
Viu?
Tranquilo.
De boa. Hã? A Rachel subiu andando.
A noite eu não quis participar. Thank you.
Onde você tá agora?
Philadelphia. At a sushi place in Philadelphia.
Called?
Kansai Japanese cuisine.
Authentic Japanese. Eles chegaram aqui pra gente perguntando o que a gente queria, tudo em japonês, mas a gente não sabia japonês. Aí teve que olhar dicionário, confusão. Os caras são realmente japoneses. Não sabiam nada de inglês. Não passa caro não, pá. Eles acreditaram. Aí a gente viu aqui as da... Como é que fala? Welcome. Arigato. Aí a gente perguntou se queria sentar no chão. Eu falei, não, você tá no chão não, você tá na cadeira. Aí eles tocaram aquele gongo. Aquele gongo?
Gong? That's a Chinese.
Gong. Oh, okay, never mind. Tocaram gongo.
And we should have said itadakimasu before we ate.
Aí a Livia também comeu
Sushi
shrimp tempura roll and Philly roll.
and soup.
Ela adorou.
Are you gonna fazer sushi?
Um lugar autenticamente japonês. Viu como é que é japonês, olha lá? A prova. Essa é a prova que a gente está no Japão agora. Estamos em Tóquio.
Tóquio.
São 2 da manhã. Tá escuro lá fora. Ali é que eles põem luz artificial para não dar depressão. Então a gente está indo agora para a loja da PlayStation.